Now, we've been hearing how Social Security's trust fund might run out in 10 years if Congress does nothing. Some economists say that's supporting a myth that the program is going to go away entirely, which is, quite frankly, not true. Still, people are responding by claiming Social Security benefits at the earliest age as soon as possible at 62, despite warnings that their monthly checks will be 30% less than if they delayed, if they waited. And if benefits are later cut, the decision to claim early could cost you, in the long run, 50% of your benefits. Do you guys find that people are in a hurry to claim their Social Security? How do you help them actually calculate when the right time is for them to begin?
Well, the first thing I would throw out on this topic is that any person that's approaching retirement, and when you start thinking about when you're going to retire, I think for a lot of people, the first thing that they think of is when I'm going to start Social Security. Well, I would think that every person that's approaching retirement should want to have a Social Security optimization report run on their specific Social Security account because it's not always in the best interest of a person to turn it on at 62. And the other thing that I would say right off the bat is once you turn on Social Security, that's an irrevocable decision. You are stuck in that decision for the rest of your life. So there are actually some things that you can do in terms of delaying Social Security and taking advantage of the increased payouts the longer that you wait. But I believe that there's two factors that really influence a lot of the people that do turn it on at 62. Number one is what you mentioned, Chris. They think that the Social Security system's going to go bankrupt.
Mhm.
And the second thing that, and I find this discussion is very interesting, it's very different for each person I talk to, and that is how long they feel they're going to live. I have lots of discussions with people that say, well, my mom died at 72, my dad died at 75, I'm 63. You know what? I want to get the money out of the Social Security system because it looks like I'm only going to live another 10 years. Well, you know what? They don't know that. And with health advances being what they are, a lot of people, you look at the statistical probability, you got a married couple that are both 65, chances are one of them is going to live to close to 90 years old. So you're going to need to plan for longevity. And this having consider an optimized Social Security benefit is something that they should take a look at. I am in that window right now. I will hit the full retirement age here in about another 11 months. So do I turn it on? Do I wait till 70? And I've already outlived both of my parents. So it's a very interesting dynamic that you have to make a decision at some point, but at 70, the difference between the 70 benefit and the 62 benefit could be hundreds and hundreds of dollars of additional monthly income. So when you start looking at, I think my difference was like $750 a month. That's a lot of money if I live to be 90. Now, how long am I going to live? I have no idea. But longevity and just people concerned about the liquidity of the Social Security system. That's why I think having a discussion about optimized benefits is very valuable.
And that's one of the things that we can do for you. We can run what is called a Social Security optimization report. And really, to me, where this decision gets to be more and more crucial is in married couple situation. But even in a single individual situation, I remember meeting a person that came up to me at one of the public speaking events that we were doing. And he expressed to me that he had started collecting Social Security at the age of 62. What he wanted to do is just kind of sock away that money and build it up over the next couple of years. But what he didn't realize is that by collecting Social Security at the age of 62 and still working, he was subject to a reduction of benefits. So when you're work income is a little over, $19,000, you can lose a dollar for every $2 of income over that amount. And so when he went to file his taxes and on filing his taxes, he showed what his income was. He was shocked in the fact that he had to come up with, over $10,000 to pay back in Social Security benefits. The second situation in running that analysis is when you look at the power behind Social Security, and look, I realize our government has problems, but still, at the end of the day, America is the greatest country ever. Social Security is backed by the full faith and pledge of the United States government. It
Hmm.
has an inflation adjusted number. It provides survivor and spousal benefits. And when you factor the dollar amount that a individual or a married couple can get over the course of their lifetime, taking benefits early in often cases does not make a lot of sense. Why would you allow the government to give you, a 30% reduction of benefits by drawing early versus waiting to at least your full retirement age to get all of your entitled benefits? It can even be more powerful. Again, what we can do is we can run the Social Security optimization report for you. I had run a report for somebody last week. We'll call them David and Sherry. And Davey and Sherry's situation, they're both still working. He's at the age where he could claim Social Security now. And so his question was, I'm past the age where I get penalized for working because, once you reach full retirement age, you can continue to work without getting that excess penalty. Now your benefits could be taxable. But running the situation, I took a look at him starting Social Security later this year when he's at full retirement age, and his wife collecting Social Security at the age of 62. In running the optimal report, number one, because of the fact that he's still working right now, he doesn't need the income. I mean, he could sock it aside, assuming a life expectancy, and I think, health is important into it. Now, us men, what oftentimes we'll see men say is, well, I'm going to die early. Nobody in my family made it long. I better get what I can while I can. But the other thing that person needs to understand is that, selecting your benefits early can negatively impact what is called your survivor benefit.
Hmm.
And that survivor benefit is also very crucial to take a look at for a married couple. So when I ran this analysis for this couple last week, again, originally they were looking at taking Social Security at his full retirement age of 66. She was looking at taking it at age 62. The difference between delaying benefits, the software showed what the optimal approach was to take benefits at age 70, was at the peak, they would have $4,588 of more income through Social Security, and adding that benefit up through the age 75 made a couple $100,000 of a bigger difference on when to draw benefits. So don't make that decision lightly. Let's run a Social Security optimization report. The decision is still yours. At least then you're making a more educated decision on what's the right choice for you.
Longtime listeners of the show will know what I'm about to say. First time listeners of the show, this is important and it's a good reminder. The people at the Social Security office, they are not there to give you advice on when to claim. That is something you need to do that legwork ahead of time. They're there to process the paperwork, send you on your way. So, very much a measure twice, cut one situation. It's what the team at America's Retirement Headquarters can help you with, running that Social Security maximization report and helping develop and figure out how that is all going to factor into your retirement plan. All you need to do to get started is to reach out 419-794-3030, or you can always find them online, and that is arhq.com. Want to thank you, as we always do, for joining us here on America's Retirement Headquarters. Hope you have a great week ahead of you. Hope you stay safe out there. Gentlemen, Dave, Nolan, always appreciative for the time. And as we wrap up here, I want to leave you with the final word.
Just remember, as always, when you think retirement, think America's Retirement Headquarters. It's home of the Retirement Guys formula and America's Medicare Associates.